Good.
Thanks for coming today.
How'd it go today?
It was great. It was great. First two-a-day today, so very exciting. And we've been at it. So this is the first two-a-day, but it's practice 6, and they've really been going. So they've been working their butts off, giving everything they can to the cause. Even today, it's muggy in here, and so it was taxing, and they're a little tired. Their legs are a little tired, but that's how camp should be. It's very appropriate for practice 6 in camp, and even more excited. I'm the staff, the team, the head coach here as a representative of everyone. I'm excited about the work from today and really through practice 6. Go ahead.
First day in pads. How do you think it went with everything?
Yeah, yesterday was the first day in pads. Practice 5 is the 5th day of acclimatization, which you can go full pads. So everyone at home knows. I think everybody thinks once practice starts. A lot of people think once practice starts, we put all of our pads on and just start to slam into each other. It's not like that. It's 2 days of shorts and t-shirts to acclimatize. Then it's 2 days of just in uppers, just pads and helmets, uppers, and then on the 5th practice you can go full pads. So practice 5 was yesterday. That was full pads. It was like we thought it would be. Guys tried hard. They ran around. They're very physical, very energetic, a lot of passion, and then they kind of forgot some of the fundamental stuff that they've been working on for 4 days because of overexcitement, But it's very appropriate for first day in pads.
Just worry about conditioning at this point. I mean, in your tenure, these guys know what you want.
Oh yeah, the players are in top physical condition. They've had a great summer program. We practice a little differently, where the practice face is put together, then the assistant coaches decide what they'd like to do. Then our sports performance team and myself look at the body of work, and we decide on the tempos of each drill so that nobody gets too much or too little. Now, it's not bulletproof. It can't, guard against every soft tissue, fatigue, injury or pull, but it's a pretty good way. So as we start to see positions that have heavy legs, we start to add more what we call red periods, which are slow walk and talk. If we see a group that needs a little bit more conditioning, we'll add more green periods. That's intensity through repetition. So we try to really boil it down to a science with professionals, our medical team, our strength and conditioning team, and myself.
For you, how is your 3 different? Well, is the program starting to kind of take on your personality? Would you say?
Oh, I think it's our.
Yeah.
It's our personality. It's our collective personality. But it's you can't not feel it. You can feel it. It's a real family, and it's a real trusted circle of people, not just men. There's men and women. Everybody working have created this collective culture.
Different field in the last 2 years.
I was pleased 3 years ago. There was progress. Everything has had a different level of increase and achievement, and this is no different. So we've definitely taken another step. We put a coat of paint on through the winter, and in the spring another coat, and in the summer another coat, and we're putting on another coat right now. And you can feel it. It's not just tangible skill, fundamentals, and it's tactical. We can talk about a higher level of play, a higher level of football intelligence inside the play, and it's intangible also. So
That's right.
you have people really wanting you to achieve, then you're in the wrong business. You're in the wrong game. That's the best. I love that. UConn Nation, excited about what we're going to become and having the expectations for greatness. How do you beat that? That's fantastic. Now, I don't want to have the players carry that on their shoulders every day. That would be taxing, right? Carrying this 2-ton weight on your shoulders and your back, you're going to decelerate. But they're working as hard as they can work. There's no level of pressure that somebody could apply to these guys right now to get them to do anything more than they're already doing.
What has Tyler Davis shown you since the move, and what is kind of the theory behind getting him over there?
Here's what you got. You got Tyler Davis, who is one of the hardest workers on the team. If you put together a size, speed, athleticism quotient, he'd be one of the highest achievers. just in terms of mathematics of size, speed, athleticism, jump, explosion with hands. So now he's competing, but at the point in the gap that he would need to go here in the next 2 weeks, to have him watch the game is crazy. It doesn't make any sense. There's so many jobs he can do for the team, more than just stand on the sideline and wait to go in at quarterback after 2 or 3 guys have a problem. So get him in a spot that he can be an impact player, and we believe at that F position, we won't see any drop off.
How much did the whole tight end group as a whole, a lot of experience, a lot of snaps for those guys?
Yeah, impressive group, and they put they backed it up in camp, so to speak. You know, they put their money where their mouth is, whatever you want to say. Now they don't have mouths; they don't talk at all, actually. But they come to work and they grind. Alec Bloom, no offense to him, he's looked like a baby giraffe out there at times. He doesn't look like that anymore. He's got a large muscle belly, big thick core trunk. He's got tension and ballast. He can move and twist and push. He can get torqued off and and climb back on. You know, that's a new thing. In the past, when he got disengaged, he was disengaged for the play. Now he gets disengaged and he can redirect immediately because of his physical strength. So, and Tommy's taking the next step. Tommy's taking the next step in his game. He's become a leader. He's become that great blue voice. He's a real battery for the whole team. On what a question a minute ago about external expectations. Tommy's a guy that kind of shares that with us. Hey, here's what we have to do. Here's why. So that's a nice piece to kind of double back to that other question.
How about Rose? I didn't see him out here today.
One more time?
Rose?
Yeah, he's not feeling well, so he's not here.
Bob, you called Obi the best safety in America.
Yes, sir.
I love statements like that.
Great.
Is that a compliment, a challenge, a statement of fact?
Yes. Yes. It's not concocted and convoluted. I'm not just trying to energize Obi to be better than he would otherwise be before I put him on the slab there. But I believe it to be true. And if I didn't have the opportunity, not that I've done much, but I've had a few safeties that were great safeties. And he's as talented physically, if not more talented, than all of them. Now, whether he turns out to be, a safety of the quality of some of these guys that are Pro Bowl players, we'll see. That's a stretch. But going in, he possesses all the traits to be the very best safety in the country.
How much stability does Crozier bring to that offense?
Oh, a ton. He's back. 2 years ago, he was one of the best, if not the best, offensive lineman we had. And then we didn't have him, and now he's back. It's a huge, huge piece. Because Veshery was a high performer a year ago. He did a good job for us getting thrust into that center role. So now you have a player that we can create competition wherever. Veshery's 6'5.5", and he's 315 pounds, and he can move. So he can be the center, he can be the guard, he could even be the tackle. So we can plug a guy that started 12 games in a year ago, 13 games, into a spot to create pressure.
How has the offensive line looked with that?
Much better. Bigger, faster, stronger. Merritt Parrott has added a nice element. He's just a freshman, so not too much on him. We don't want to pile on, but the depth right now looks like we're going to have 7, 8, 9 guys that can go in and compete.
Camp is really time to assess the players, but do you also get a chance to go out a little unscripted and assess your fellow coaches as well to see how they react to split-second decisions?
Yeah, practice, we started that from, I wouldn't say unscripted in terms of me. I'm not shocking anyone, but we have planned periods where they need to have their call-it sheet and be ready to call plays per the situation. So that happened from practice 1, which is new. We added that element as a layer for the staff so that we can just keep taking steps. Thank you.